disaggregated data so important for the design and implementation of inclusive education policies?
Accurate data on children with disabilities, disaggregated by gender, age, and type of disability, as well as the school-level data on accessibility and teacher training, among others, is needed to ensure adequate resourcing and accountability at all levels of education. Disaggregated data is one of the steps towards ensuring an effective inclusive education system through the development of accountability mechanisms in order to monitor exclusion, school registration, and completion of education by persons with disabilities. States should therefore, as a minimum between others, revise and adopt reporting mechanisms to disaggregate data on school participation. Such data should specifically include type of disability. Children with disabilities should be counted in order to have greater visibility in national data collection. In line with the CRPD, it is recommended that reliable and comparable data should guide the planning and resource allocation to place children with disabilities more clearly on the development agenda. Once we know whomever and wherever they are, it is equally important to incorporate children and adolescents with disabilities in decision-making that affects them, not only as beneficiaries, but also as agents for change.
How can civil society and public institutions better cooperate to achieve inclusion in the access to education in line with the Sustainable Development Goal number 4?
Education of all learners, whomever and wherever they are, must be everyone's responsibility and will require wide cross-sectoral collaborations. In realizing SDG 4 and to ensure compliance with Article 24 of the UN CRPD, meaningful participation of organizations of persons with disabilities, OPDs, at all levels of monitoring the implementation of quality inclusive education is required. In an inclusive education system, all learners with and without disabilities learn together in their age-appropriate classes in their community schools. All learners receive the support they need from preschool to tertiary vocational education in inclusive and accessible schools. Thus, to be in compliance with SDG 4 and in compliance with the UN CRPD, all efforts should be made to provide all required services at the community level, and specialized skills, knowledge, and support must be progressively made available in the entire education system. All OPDs have a role to play in policy development, accessibility, advisory, effective implementation, teacher preparation, parent support, providing psychosocial support, among others. OPDs must assume new roles within communities, schools, and systems, and become advisors, professional experts in specific disabilities, becoming mentors and role models to children and youth with disabilities.
This video was produced with the financial support of the European Union. Its contents are the sole responsibility of Bridging the Gap and do not necessarily reflect the views of the European Union.